Hey everyone, welcome back. We are on Mental Edge Training, officially number 4, I believe. Hey, I'm joining you out in my garage today, wood shop, whatever you want to call it. There's a reason for that. All right. Today we're going to be talking about our first skill. The last 3 or 4 have been very philosophical as far as being the best version of you, acting intentionally versus impulsively, and then also focusing on only what you can control in life, not those events that happen to you. We're going to start now in about I think it's going to be about 8 parts of things that you can actually do, some concrete skills that are actually be more efficient or effective for you. Okay. Hey, our first skill is I call it pausing or press pause. Once again, a lot of this is from the Focus 3 leadership group that's focused on the number 3. If you like this, go check them out. They're far better at this than I am. But this is how it relates to us. And that is this pressing pause that they talk about. Okay. In life, we're going to have events that we cannot control that don't go our way. We're living in a great example of one right now where none of us have a lot of control over anything. Okay. One thing that we can do instead of being frustrated, being angry, blaming things, complaining about our position, is we can start off by pressing pause. Okay. The idea behind that is you're going to step back from the situation a little bit, and we need to analyze what it is that we can control. Okay. I'm here out in my garage because I love building things, woodworking, doing that kind of stuff. I stink at it. Like I am terrible at it. I am the king of starting projects, getting halfway through, getting frustrated, and just stopping. If you look over there, there's a pile of old things that I started, just have given up on them, or until I have time to go through them again. Okay, and so for me, this is a space that I like to be in. It's you know cathartic almost being out here and building stuff, but it's definitely a humbling place in my life where I have to challenge my own mental toughness. One of those ways, the skills is just for that pressing pause. Okay, 3 different times you can do it. One, I think, is this is the most important one when it comes to sports, is a preemptive pause. Okay, that is, we want to anticipate the problems that life might throw our way, that we might encounter. I think of it perfectly is a bad call by an official. Okay, whether it's a football game, volleyball match, basketball game, whatever, there's going to be calls that don't go our way, and we're going to have disagreements. And so that's something that we can anticipate going into the game, as far as, hey, when something doesn't happen the way that I want to, how do I react to it? And it's something that I need to keep getting better at, but I think I've gotten better at over the years. As an athlete, that looks like, hey, I'm gonna be nervous when I get up to the starting line. Okay, when that volleyball comes over the net at me and I need to dig it, I'm gonna be a little bit nervous and then feel that pressure. Okay, so being able to anticipate some of those events allows us to think about how we want to react to it, and we can better prepare for what's coming our way. All right. The second thing we can do is a situational pause. Not as much room for this in sports, but that's while action is going on, stepping back and thinking about, once again, those things that we can control. In athletics, this doesn't happen a lot. Maybe when we're on the bench, maybe at halftime, those kinds of things. Because when you're out on the court, you want to make sure that you're not thinking, you're just reacting and doing. But in life, I took a situational pause, like I said, on Monday and yesterday when Schoology wasn't acting. I was getting annoyed and frustrated, and being able to stop as I was working and think, okay, what can I control? How can I improve the situation? What do I need to let go of? Because it's just going to happen and I need to deal with it. And then the third is the one that's most oftenly forgotten about, and I think might be the most important one, and that is the reflective pause. That is after the fact, after some kind of adversity, a game, a stressful conversation. After that, pausing and reflecting on how things went. Okay, being able to say what went well, what didn't go well, what would I do differently, and how can I take advantage of the next time this comes around. Okay, I think so many of us get through a stressful situation and then just want to forget about it and move on. We're not learning from those mistakes there. All right, I don't want us to dwell on our mistakes, but also we need to stop and reflect and have a plan on how we want to get better from those mistakes. Right? For me, I commute for work, and so I do spend that time on the drive home. Uh, One, just unplugging and disconnecting from work, but also taking a moment to think what went well in my job today, what wasn't that great, and having some honest conversations about why those things didn't go great. And a lot of times it's because of me and being prepared and the amount of effort and focus I was able to put into them. And then also thinking, hey, next time, this is how I want to do things. All right. So those are three ways. I would suggest writing that last one down. I think that has a big impact. I do it for my job and for coaching. I'm trying to do it more in my personal life with the journaling that we're doing. Um, yeah, and try to use those skills here as we're writing down our purpose, and hopefully a little bit of reflecting each day. Um, Include in that what we just talked about: what went well, what didn't go well, how can we do things differently, how can we take advantage of whatever time that we have um, on this earth in order to accomplish our goals. Okay, so hard skill number one coming your way. Pressing pause. Once again, big thank you to the Focus 3 Leadership Group. Those guys are awesome. If you love this stuff, go check them out. They're definitely worth to listen to. All right, take care.